Hey there friends, Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and I'm here today to talk to you about a book that I absolutely am so in love with. I just recently read it and I can't stop thinking about it. So I thought I would talk about it, kind of share some of the awesome aspects about it with you guys, and see if it's something you might want to try. Now, the other thing about this book that is really cool, the reason why I want to talk about it today, is because it's a book that was getting a lot of hype recently, it's getting a lot of attention, but I didn't think it was for me. It's not the kind of story I usually read. There were some things about it when I first heard about it, I was like, I don't know that I would like it. So I was like, I'm probably not going to read it, but my curiosity won out and I gave it a try. And I'm so glad that I did, because this book was amazing and I would have lost out on a really great experience reading it if I had just passed it by. So maybe it's something that you wouldn't normally think about reading, but I would definitely recommend giving it a shot, because like I said, there are a lot of really cool aspects about this book that make it so incredible. So what book is it that I'm talking about? Right? Okay. It is Icebreaker by A.L Graziadei. I probably said that wrong. I'm sorry. Icebreaker. So this is a contemporary realistic fiction book. It is a romance story. It is LGBTQ, but the thing that the aspect about it that was kind of off-putting to me is that it's very sports-oriented. I am not a sports person. If you have seen me, I'm sorry for you trying to play any sport, right? I pity you, because you would have just seen me falling all over the place and getting bruised. I am the least athletic human being on this planet. I guarantee that. And especially this book is about hockey. And I was like, well, I don't really know anything about ice hockey. I've never played it. I've never watched it. I don't know anything. Maybe I'm going to be lost if I try to read this book. I was not lost, and I absolutely loved it. And then I realized that I do also really like the graphic novel series Fence, which is about a sport, right? About fencing, and I love that. So maybe I should try this one. And it did not disappoint at all. So this book is really cool for a lot of reasons. So let me tell you what it's about. So it's about this young college freshman named Mickey, who has a very big reputation to live up to. He's got 5 sisters. His dad and his grandfather were both really well known in NHL, right? In the National Hockey League. So they were really big hockey stars. And they have really high expectations for Mickey as well. He's been playing hockey since as soon as he could stand up. So he's going to this college for the first time, hoping for a draft pick from the National Hockey League. There's only one thing standing in his way that he thinks of, and that is Jason. Jason is another top contender for this pick for the NHL, and it's causing some serious rivalry between the two of them. Now, of course, this is, as you can probably guess, this is an enemies to lover sort of romance, so the two start out as hating each other, which grows into something very different as the story progresses. So I, as somebody who doesn't know, or didn't rather, know anything about hockey at all, going into this, I was not lost at all, and I really enjoyed the story. So the author comes from a place where they really explain everything in a way that doesn't make you feel dumb if you don't know what they're talking about, and in a way that just makes you feel like you're a part of everything that's going on. So I didn't know much, like I said, about hockey or how it works or the draft picks or anything, but the author goes into all that, and you are just not going to get lost at all while you're reading this if you don't know anything about it. If you do know stuff about hockey and you like hockey, that's an amazing bonus, and you're probably going to love the story even more. So the other aspect, though, I want to talk about with this book that really took me by surprise, that I don't think comes across a lot in the marketing for this book, is that this is also a book about mental health. So the romance and the love story and the sports is a very big part of it, but just as big of a part of it, I would say, is the mental health, because Mickey has anxiety and depression, and you know, he is really struggling with these things, and he doesn't know how to ask for help. And it felt very real to me reading some of his thoughts about his depression. I marked 2 that I just want to share with you guys real quick, because they're really down to earth and just really real. I say nothing. He didn't mean to, but he hit a nerve. Of course I like to have fun. It's just that sometimes my brain doesn't want to let me. Wow. That's pretty deep, right, for such a simple sentence, because that's what it feels like when you have anxiety or depression, right? It's not like you don't want to have fun. It's not that you don't want to be productive. It's just that your brain doesn't want to let you do those things for whatever reason. So here's the other quote that really stuck out at me. You don't need a reason to be depressed, I say automatically. It's just chemistry. Dorian huffs a humorless laugh. You see, logically I know that, but when you're in it, your brain uses whatever it can to beat you down, and that's one of them. That other people have it so much worse than me, and that I'm selfish by feeling so sad. That is such an amazing, deep, insightful response about being depressed, right? Because I know when I'm feeling down, the first thing I want to do is say, hey, you have an amazing life. What is the matter with you right now? Stop acting like this. This person has it so much worse. These people have it so much worse. But even though that's an automatic response, that's not the best way to handle it, right? Because there is reasons why you're feeling that way, and they are legitimate and valid, right? So this is such an amazing explanation, and, well, maybe explanation is not the best word, but it's such a great portrayal of depression in young people and anxiety in young people and the ways that they can help themselves and each other overcome it. So that, even just by itself, is an amazing book for this reason. And like I said, I can't stop thinking about this. For a really cute looking hockey romance, right? I was like, well, I'm going to read it and be done with it, but I can't stop thinking about it. It's that good. So all the hype for this book is absolutely real. I highly, highly recommend it. Icebreaker. Give it a shot. Even if it's not something that normally would be your cup of tea, just see what you think of it, because it definitely changed my mind. And like I said, I was going into it not really expecting to be wowed, and I was wowed. Icebreaker. Well, that's what we've got to talk to you about today. I hope that this book sounds really fun and interesting, and if so, please feel free to put it on hold from Farmington Community Library, and also please give this video a like. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your day.